So Juventus played in the Coppa Italiana semi-final against 10-man AC Milan 2 days ago, and they were awful. The game ended nil-nil, and Juventus qualified to the finals on away goal rules. Playing in the predicted 4-3-3 lineup, Juventus were more or less lost throughout the game, and they created very less opportunities to score. Meanwhile, respect should be paid to the 10-man AC Milan team who handled the Juventus side pretty nicely. They did a fantastic job, and oh well, Ronaldo missed a penalty. Alright, welcome back guys, welcome back to Talk Football, home of reviews, tactics and transfer talks, and I guess some of you might add the word critic after the end of this video. Anyways, let's take a look at Sarri-Ball at Juventus and how Maurizio Sarri has revamped this Juventus side. We'll take a tactical look at the setup, the formation and the system that Sarri has employed at Juventus and try to look at the problem that Juventus has faced lately. So let's begin. I've discussed in detail the formation that Sarri uses at Juventus in my previous video. Better check that out before proceeding any further. But for the lazy asses out here, Sarri's Juventus is the adaptation of a 4-4-2 diamond style of play that operates predominantly as a 4-3-1-2. This formation was chosen to bring the best of the players but also due to the injuries of Douglas Costa. As we all know that Sarri's favorite style is a 4-3-3, which gives a good balance in width, compactness and allows position and time on the ball. But Sarri is a great coach. He quickly deployed his ideas in a 4-3-1-2 formation, but this form of Sarri-Ball is a bit different. Let me tell you why. Back at Chelsea, Sarri had a natural registrar in shape of Jorginho. A registrar is the most important cog in the system of Sarri-Ball. He is the one responsible for distribution of the ball, helping in the build-up play and providing long balls to the wingers. He also does the defensive duties and the dirty works. Sarri-Ball is just another name given to the possession-based game with directness, quick passing, exchange of position, exploitation of space and verticality. While some of these features have been lacking in the Juventus side, they have done a pretty decent job till now. The back four have remained relatively consistent and spent a reasonable amount of time on the ball, shifting the ball from left to right and looking for the right moments to play forward via the help of Bosnia midfielder Miralem Pjanic. Pjanic operates as a screen in front of the back four and out of position often looks to guard the opposition number 10. Blaise Matuidi holds a place on the left central midfield as he did for PSG, while a mix of players swap for a spot on the right hand side of the central midfield. The most common attacking midfielder has been Aaron Ramsey, who has flourished in the role in his first season away from Arsenal. His contribution as a link between the midfield 3 and the front 2 is of particular importance in transitional moments as he looks to combine with Ronaldo and Dybala in attack and repeatedly engages in positional rotation. It should be noted that Sarri could easily deploy the 4-3-3 formation which he likes so much, with Costa as an option on the wings. He could utilize Ronaldo and Dybala as the wingers with Higuain up top, but Sarri has trusted Ronaldo to get further forward and be the main man for the old lady, as Dybala acts as his wingman in attack. The formation also, as some might argue, has been out of necessity due to injury to Douglas Costa, but regardless of how it came to existence, the 4-3-1-2 has suited Juventus and their players extremely well this season. One such reason why the 4-3-1-2 formation has been so successful for Sarri is that he is able to take out something out of his side that he loves as much as cigarettes: the midfield position. In Miralem Pjanic, he has one of the most elegant passers in Europe. In Blaise Matuidi, he has one of the most industrious players, and in Aaron Ramsey, he has one of the most mobile and creative players out on the pitch. Put them together and throw in one of the many midfielders Juventus has at their disposal, and it's a highly effective unit that can keep all of the possession. We have seen many different versions of Sarri-Ball from his time at Empoli to Napoli to Chelsea and now at Juventus. Sarri-Ball has evolved once again. The quick vertical build-up with short one-touch play has very much remained. One of the key differences to Sarri-Ball today is how vertical Juventus have become. With no wingers, the widest players usually are Dybala on the right and Matuidi on the left. In position, the players are looking to play in and around the midfield diamond, with Aaron Ramsey being a key cog in their vertical position. Ramsey's position in between the line has been a particular problem for whatever opposition Juventus have come against. He attracts the ball, the opposition defenders are attracted to him as a result. This creates spaces for the likes of Ronaldo and Dybala, Juventus' two most dangerous players, to find space and create chances in front of goal. The verticality of Sarri's play does not only benefit him in attack but also in defense. His team is able to remain incredibly compact when they are defending, forcing their opposition to the outside and rarely allowing any room for the opposition to play in the middle of the pitch. Juventus are actually perfectly happy to allow the opposition time on the ball. Unfortunately for the opposition, it becomes very difficult to break them down, particularly as they constantly force the opposition to attack down the left, where Blaise Matuidi has an uncanny ability to cover and always gets in the way. For all their inconsistencies, Juventus are still a team that has the right ideas in place and show flashes of tactical understanding that Sarri really wants. With the chemistry of Ronaldo, Higuain and Dybala, Juventus have been able to implement a successful fast break approach. Whenever the counter-attack or fast break occurs, the duo of Ronaldo and Higuain, this has the effect of widening the defense and causing the centre-backs of the opposition to either stay narrow or drift wide. In most cases, the centre-back drifts wide as it allows them to man-mark the most of the imminent threat. This is where Sarri's tactics really come alive, as Juventus' shining prince Dybala, or for that case any attacking midfielder, comes in central to attack the central space. Now the opposing defense has to turn their attention inwards, which creates just enough space for Ronaldo and Higuain to exploit. Sarri's players are all hungry to win the ball back when they spend time without the ball, but their pressing style isn't as poignant as other teams in the league. Their midfield diamond shape seamlessly allows for quick rather than non-committal pressing, therefore their high press is much more out of attempting to force the opposition into a mistake rather than out of a quest to win the ball back. Before Cristiano Ronaldo's arrival at the club, Paulo Dybala was the main man for Juventus, and following Ronaldo's arrival, his goals and assist numbers dropped drastically. But anytime Juventus play, Dybala's influence is there for all to see. His footwork and ability on the ball is pure insanity. He's been the perfect foil for Ronaldo, who wants to get on the ball at every opportunity. Dybala lets him do that and has no ego in needing to be the main man at the club. One thing that amazes me is even to this day about watching Ronaldo play is that he is always on the move. His durability and fitness is absolutely incredible for a player who in a few months will be 35 years old. It's remarkable just how powerful of a runner and overall athlete he is still today. Ronaldo frequently takes up position between the defense, and his off-the-ball movement is very much an underrated aspect of his game. The conclusive point is that Juventus and Sarri-Ball look very different from what we have come to know from Sarri at his former clubs. The old lady remained top of the table into the Coppa Italiana finals, but they did suffer a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Lyon in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Sarri seems to have shifted to 4-3-3 formation from the past 6 games, although a transition this big mid-season is highly risky, but it was much needed. Now very briefly, let's take a look at the problems Ronaldo and Co face in the system. All their wins in the Serie A has been scattered with dominant performances, over performances and undeserved wins and draws. Sarri stuck to 4-3-1-2 to utilize the most out of Ronaldo, Dybala and Higuain. The trio has scored 84% of Juventus' open play goals. While in short term this isn't a problem, but on a longer run it will ask questions. A big issue that Sarri has to solve at Juventus is their midfield. Despite a talented midfield, Juventus midfield four regardless have tactical issues that do not allow Juventus to attack to develop in a manner that Sarri would like. For starters, the four-man midfield typically aligns themselves in the center, oftentimes in a diamond formation. However, this diamond formation is not always maintained, and oftentimes Juventus midfielders are seen occupying the same vertical spaces and zones. This occupation makes it hard for Juventus to really progress the play, as a lack of spread in the midfield means that the attack is often confined to a small space. As a result, the opposition defense is not bothered at all. Another negative aspect of Juventus midfield is that oftentimes they will push themselves into the opposition's defense, displacing the actual striker to occupy the wing position. The problems with the forwards start to become evident as the two forwards are often Ronaldo and Higuain. While excellent in intelligence and blessed with grace, both players are declining in speed, agility and ferocity in the attack. As we see that the middle four pushes up asynchronously, the left hand side of the midfield goes up, which causes Ronaldo to displace his position from a forward and to come to the wings. Juventus will be finding very few success on the wings. Moreover, with the forwards being put into wider position, Juventus often lose numerical superiority near the mouth of the goal. In addition to this, the team lacks width. The opposition defense quickly creates a numerical superiority because the Juventus midfielders didn't stretch the defense much, so the wing attack smothers down. This problem stems from the fullbacks and roots its way to the midfield and the forward line. Sarri at Juventus has Alexandro, an excellent left back, and he has been using Cuadrado as a right back. In position, Juventus transformed to a 3 at the back formation with one of the fullbacks coming central. This places Pjanic much further against the opposition as compared to how normally registrars are placed under Sarri. However, in doing so, Juventus loses an attacker on the wings. In terms of the nature of midfield, Juventus midfield is tepid, to say the least. The midfield play isn't active enough, with players at times passing for the sake of passing. A lack of impetus allows the opponents to dominate the midfield, and all of a sudden, Juventus' attack seems to be getting harder and harder to go by. Apart from the counter-attacks, the midfield of Juventus doesn't have late runs from the midfield, runs to split the defense. Rather, it's very rigid play, with more focus being given on the ball movement to create space rather than off the ball movement. With the lack of midfield runners or dribbles from the back, Juventus are poor in progressive play until they are on counter-attacks. As such, Juventus' attack stays narrow and easy for the opposition to control. So the conclusive points are, by no means Juventus are a flawed team. Sarri has taken his time to realize the weakness, and I think that Juventus will be linking themselves to a few natural wingers in the transfer this season. Sarri has also changed his tactics before it was too late and has to make the most out of Dybala, Ronaldo, Higuain and Douglas Costa up front. He has to make sure that the systematic principles are laid down quickly and cemented. That's all for today's videos, guys. Hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comment section down below. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button and share with your friends. I'll be back with another video, and until next time, like always, peace out.